Listen, good morning, breadies, breadettes, brethrens, everybody. A really great Monday morning to you and a happy new week. You know, I was just having a quick thought before I head out into what's going to be a really busy week, because as you may or may not know, I'm going to Jamaica on Saturday, and that therefore means that there's lots of stuff that I need to do in order to make sure that I go and my decks are cleared, so to speak. So I need to see quite a few people this week. I need to do lots of writing this week. Of course, at home, I need to make sure everything's fine for Judy and the kids so that they don't have to be bothered with anything while I'm away. So by all accounts, it's going to be a really busy week. And I thought, sometimes when we're so busy in our week, we forget to do a couple of things. And you know, we forget to engage with people, we forget to talk to people, and we forget to smile. And this morning, I'm sure you've got a busy week planned. I'm sure there's lots of stuff that you need to get done this week. And I want to just give you 5 things in terms of the best way to make sure that you engage with life. The first thing you've got to do is strut your funky stuff. Yes, you heard it right. Strut your funky stuff. Now, I didn't say strut your funk, but strut your funky stuff. And what's the difference? You know, when you know you are loved, it gives you an inner confidence. When you know that there are others who think the world of you, it gives you this inner boost. And you're able to walk tall, you're able to lift your head, and you're able to hold your head high and just walk around knowing that you have this inner confidence. And whatever life hits you with, there is at least one person who you know loves you. Now, you may think, Colin, there's nobody like that in my life. There has to be at least one. If there isn't one on this earth, there is at least God. God loves you more than you can imagine. So strut your funky stuff. The other thing you've got to do is make eye contact. I think there's nothing more engaging than looking into somebody's eyes and talking to them with all sincerity. And when you say good morning to people, actually meaning it. And when you ask, how are you? Actually waiting patiently to get the answer and then responding accordingly. So make eye contact with people this morning. Thirdly, be intentional. Intentional. I can't stress that enough. You know, Judy, my sister, the kids and I were shopping on, I think it was Friday in Birmingham, before we left to come back home. And we were walking in the shop, and in fact 2 instances. We were walking in the shop, Judy and my sister wanted to buy some stuff, and I walked in with the kids, and the kids were thinking, why are we here? And I was kind of thinking the same thing. And I remember there's this shop assistant or the shop manageress, I'm not sure who, but she was doing the Easter display, and she was walking back with a hammer in her hand. And you know, I kind of looked at her, and I held my hands up and said, you know, whatever you do, don't hit me. And it was just a moment where we engaged with each other. She smiled, I smiled, and the world was a better place. And I think, you know, smiling at others makes the world a better place. It humanizes us. It allows us to know that there are other people out there who we can turn to, who we can chat to, who we can smile at, and who we can just be human with. The second thing was, you know, I was in the supermarket buying a bulb yesterday, and there was this guy who was there trying to figure out what bulb, and I wasn't sure what bulb to get, but all I knew was that they were very expensive. And so I said to him, man, everything's changed. There's so much more now. And you know, we chatted for about 30 seconds, laughed at each other. We were men for a minute, and then we walked off. And again, he walked off smiling, I walked off smiling, because we connected and engaged with each other. So intentionally connect and engage with someone today. The fourth thing is love others. You know, people who are loved find it easy to love. There is something about loving others that says, whatever you do, I'm not going to stop caring for you. Whatever you do, I'm not going to stop thinking the world of you, because your actions don't always define who you are. Your behavior is always a reflection of your heart. So love others today. You know, walk up to someone and say, you know what, I really like the way you do this, or I love this about you. Boost someone simply by doing that. And the fifth and final thing rather, is engage with life. In other words, wake up and smell the roses, literally. You know, I know at least one person whose morning ritual is having coffee before they dash through the door. And while you're having coffee, you know, smell the aroma of the coffee. Literally smell the coffee and get taken into a world of, you know what, this coffee is absolutely gorgeous. I am so grateful that I'm able to have coffee this morning. You know, there's some people across the world who don't have the ability or the capacity or the opportunity to have coffee this morning. But I'm so thankful that I can wake up and drink coffee. Am I waking up too early? Yeah, I am. But you know what? Thank God I've got a job to go to. So today, smile. And that simply means strut your funky stuff, make eye contact, intentionally connect with someone, love others, and engage with life. Have an amazing day today. Don't work too hard. If you have to work hard, make it a smiling environment, okay? Make sure everyone around you is happy to be around you. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.